Hello everyone and welcome to my Factorio tips. In this video I'm going to go through 3 mods which will help you with the mid-game section of Factorio's space exploration overhaul. Note that these mods are slightly imbalanced in a sense that they will make this stage of the overhaul easier, although I wouldn't describe any of them as particularly game-breaking. Also, a quick heads up, I'm using the Krastorio 2 overhaul alongside space exploration. Number 1. Aircraft mod. This mod will allow you to unlock aircraft relatively early on in the game, with the first tech coming in at blue science cards and more advanced options at pink tech cards. Space exploration's mid-game and the initial stages of setting up your first factory in space will require a lot of resources. The real challenge here is that space exploration is not compatible with unlimited resource mods, so expanding far and wide across Noxus, the starting planet, is inevitable. Access to aircraft makes the travel over these long distances much less tedious. I personally like having a blueprint with radar, solar panels and accumulators, then flying in an outward spiral from my factory and dropping these radar outposts with enough space that the scanning function will reveal most of the unexplored area. This makes locating those much needed resource patches a lot faster. Number 2. Electric train. This mod allows you to unlock electric trains to use rather than the standard fuel-burning locomotives. The tech is unlocked in 3 stages, starting at green science cards, followed by blue, and finally the fastest trains are unlocked at yellow science cards. The final electric locomotive is very fast, with a top speed of 518 km per hour. To put that in perspective, the vanilla locomotive has a top speed of 220 km per hour. Even the nuclear train only manages a top speed of 250 km per hour. This electric locomotive will consume up to 1.2 megawatts, which, although rather substantial, the trade-off for how fast the train operates and the fact that it doesn't require fuel makes it a superior option. Furthermore, by this stage, where you will need lots of trains to transport resources from distant outposts all over the map, you should already be producing a lot of excess power anyway in order to deal with mass coronal ejections. I cannot stress enough how many resources you will need once you reach the outer space section of this overhaul. Transporting resources into orbit via cargo rockets is extremely taxing, never mind the resources you will need in order to produce the space science packs themselves. Having trains which can deliver resources twice as fast from outposts as vanilla trains will make running your factory without shortages much easier. Furthermore, as an added bonus, this mod also gives you access to improved cargo and fluid wagons, making those long train journeys even more efficient. Number 3. Noxys Waterfill. This mod allows you to unlock the ability to craft waterfill, which works just like landfill but adds water rather than removing it. Space exploration, and even more so Krastorio 2, have many gameplay mechanics centered around biters. This does make for an interesting experience, and the overalls do add some new tools which will make your relentless genocide of the locals much more interesting than vanilla. The downside is that, for me at least, dealing with biters and their inexorable determination to exist becomes tedious. Very tedious. Now with this mod, you're still going to need to clear out the biters as you expand. The difference is though, you won't need to invest in securing all your outposts with defences. Just make a river between the 2 closest bodies of water, cutting off any access for the biters to reach your outpost, and forget about them. This will save you the headache of regularly checking your pollution spread and heading out to clear out biters which, once they get whiff of you, will make a beeline to your precious factory, destroying all your hard work while you're off in space. Nothing hurts more than being thousands of miles away with no way of returning quickly, while unchecked biters rip apart your nuclear power plant and cause your entire factory to grind to a halt with no power. Bonus mod, Stone Water Well. This mod allows you to craft a water well. Surprise, surprise. No more running water pipes here, there and everywhere, adding to the spaghetti which your factory has already become. Simply craft one of these wells and stick it down where you need water. As an added bonus, unlike offshore water pumps, water wells do not require electricity, so in the inevitable event of a power outage during your first mass coronal ejection, at least the water to your nuclear power won't stop pumping, causing your power plant to remain offline even once the mass coronal ejection has passed. Wait a minute, aren't these mods a little bit cheaty? Truth be told, these mods do slightly take away from the hardcore challenge of space exploration. Honestly though, they really just help alleviate a small portion of the grindy elements. Space Exploration and Krastorio 2 are fantastic overhauls, and add that next level of depth which improves on an already amazing experience. That being said, there are elements which can be painfully tedious at times. A few tweaks here and there, for myself anyway, made the experience much more enjoyable. That's all for today guys. I hope you enjoyed my Factorio tips. Be sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification icon in order to automate YouTube notifying you when I release more Factorio tips. Thanks for watching, and that's all for now.